Hi, and welcome to Clappia. In this video, we'll build an attendance tracker app for employees, and we'll do it in just a few minutes by asking AI to create it for us. So let's see how this works. First, sign into Clappia if you haven't already, and in your Clappia workplace, on the left panel, you will see AI Assistant. Just click on it. All you really need to do here is type what kind of app you want to build, and the AI will take care of the setup for you. It creates the app using the no-code features that Clappia has. You can ask it to create apps based on documents that you can upload or edit existing apps later. But for now, we'll just focus on building the app first. For this example, I'm going to build an attendance tracker app with login and logout options. The employee should be able to select their ID and also ensure that there is no duplicate login and logout for that employee. The more detailed your instruction is, the better the AI response will be. Now, what the AI does first is propose the structure of the app it's about to create. It tells you what apps it plans to build, what kind of fields it will add, and how things will be connected. If you're happy with what it suggests, you can just ask it to go ahead. If you want to tweak something at this stage, you can tell it what to change and then ask it to proceed. It may also ask you for clarifications, which you can reply to and then go ahead. An important note, AI can make mistakes at times, so it's important that you verify what it proposes in the chat and also test out your app later. So let me just check what it has proposed over here. So there is an employee master list, which maintains a database of all the employees. Okay, and it also says the main attendance app with all these fields. I'd like a breakdown of all these fields first to know what exactly it's going to add to the apps. So I'm going to ask it just that. So now it has mentioned all the fields. In the employee master, these are the fields that it will add. And in the attendance tracker, these are the fields. And it also mentions the duplicate prevention. First, I'll ask it to add all these fields since it's mentioned optional, and then I'll ask it to proceed. Like so, and I'll hit enter. Alright, it says the apps have been created and it has added all the fields. So let's check it out. I'll just refresh my workplace. And here you can see it has created two apps for me. One is the employee master to store employee records, and the second one is the main attendance tracker app. This usually happens when the AI understands that two apps are needed to make the system work properly. If you already have such a master app in place, you can also tell the AI to link the new app to your existing one instead of creating a new one. Let me first open the employee master app. This is where all the employee records are stored. You can make individual submissions, or you can bulk upload all your details in the Submissions tab by clicking on the option over here. Okay, now let's go to the main attendance app. This is the app the employees will actually use to mark their attendance. Here you can see the fields that were added, such as the employee ID, employee name, which are pulled from the employee master using the Get Data from Other Apps block in Clappia. And you can see the rest of the relevant fields. If you ever want to make changes, you can either ask the AI assistant to edit it for you, or you can do it by yourself by going to Design App. You can add more sections, reorder things, add new fields, or adjust it as per your business needs. Here you can see exactly how the AI has set it up. It uses all of Clappia's no-code features to build the app for you. So if you need specific features, any complex logic or calculation, the AI can help you with it. So if I click on this validation block over here, you can see it has set it up on the right panel. Once you're satisfied with the app, you can give app access to your users. Go to the Distribute tab, then click on User Access. And from the right panel, I can assign this app to my users and control what permissions they have. Alright, now let's test how this actually works. I'll go to App Home to fill in the details and mark a login entry for an employee. Since the attendance app is connected to the master app, I need to have records there first. So I'll just do that quickly. I'll head over to the employee master app, make a quick submission. Here in the department drop-down field, you can see it has given some options. These are just placeholder. At any point in time, you can go to Design App or ask the AI assistant to make the changes for you according to your requirements. Okay, so I've made the first submission. And as I mentioned earlier, you can bulk upload your employee data. If you have such data in spreadsheets, then you can bulk upload it to this master app. Now going back to the main attendance app, if I click over here, it shows me the submission that I just made in the employee master. So now the users will be able to type in their employee ID and log in correctly. So first I'll make a submission for login. For the sake of this example, I will just change the time. Click on submit. Now I'll try to log in again for the same employee on the same day. Notice the time is different. However, because I have already logged in, it gives me a validation error and it will not allow me to submit. It has made use of the validation block and is working exactly like we asked the AI to set it up. So the AI doesn't just add fields, but also understands and applies real business logic. Now let's see how easy it is to edit the app using the AI. To edit any app, you can always open your app and then open the AI assistant to modify that app. It'll know exactly which app you're referring to. If you do it from your main dashboard or need to reference multiple apps, then you may need to provide the app ID of those apps, which you can find over here at the top on the URL or through Design App. Okay, I'll just open the AI assistant and now I'll ask it to add location-based attendance, meaning the employee should only be able to log in when they are physically present at the site. So in Clappia, it should make use of the GPS location block as well as the geofencing feature. I'll type in my instruction. I am asking it to add a feature where the employee can only log in if they are at the site location. Now the AI should know which site location, so I have to mention that as well. And I'll hit enter. Okay, so now as I mentioned, it should be adding a GPS location block as well as the geofencing feature, which it has proposed over here. And it is asking me whether I would like to proceed with what it's given. Alright, so now I'll just refresh this page. If I click on login, you can see a map has been added using the GPS location block. You can see the map says that I need to be within 200 meters from the designated location. So if this error message appears, then I will not be able to make a submission. And in case the AI puts in the wrong location, you can always go back to Design App, click on the GPS location block, and on the right panel, you will be able to edit it. For example, I don't need this description. If I go to Advanced, it captures my exact location. It shows the map view, enable geofencing, and it has given the coordinates. It has also given a display condition that if I click on login, only then it should display the map, which was not necessary but still useful. Now the designated locations that it has entered is actually incorrect. So I can just give in the actual location over here and save this. Now I knew that it was incorrect just because I am at the actual location. So do test out your app to make sure that everything works. And you can see that there is no error message and I should be able to make a submission. Now your apps will also work on the Clappia mobile app. There is no extra setup and it will continue to work even if the device goes offline. If you haven't downloaded it already, you can do so either on Play Store or App Store. The moment you sign into the mobile app, all your apps will be there and ready to use. And that's it. This is how you can build, test, and even modify an attendance tracker app using Clappia's AI assistant, all with simple instructions. Since it makes use of Clappia's no-code feature, you can ask it to add all sorts of fields that is available in Clappia, such as the camera image and files, the calculation and logic, and so on. You can also ask it to add workflows, maybe to set up notifications. You can also ask it to set up charts. If you have any questions while trying this out, or if you want help with more complex setups, you can raise a support request by clicking the button over here at the top. Choose an option, if not for AI, and our support team will get in touch. Thank you.